Saribal, it's a Filipino layered cashew nuts cake. It's easy to make, surprisingly. Interested? Join me for some learning and fun. Proudly presented here on Channel Juan. Success! It's my first time to make saribal or sansribal, but if you like ube cake, you will like this better because it's saribal without rival. Sansribal, absolute decadence. A cake from the Philippines, sharing it to the world here on Channel Juan. If you plan to impress your friends, make this. Let's dash through the procedures. 3 cups of cashew nuts, 10 egg whites, 2 cups of sugar, one of them is powdered sugar, and cream of tartar, or vinegar if you don't have it. And for the French buttercream, egg yolks, butter, sugar, salt, vanilla flavor, water, and more nuts. Another glance at the ingredients for the cookie, which we are working on now. I bought this sealed, and I think they're still crunchy. What do you think? I think we need more crunch. So roast the nuts in the oven for 15 minutes at 175°C. And while we roast the cashew nuts, we'll work on the eggs. We'll separate the egg whites. Tip number 1, use a separate bowl for breaking the eggs. In case of a mishap like now, you don't want to contaminate the egg white with egg yolk. Yes, it won't smooth this time. Let's work on the rest of the eggs, avoiding contamination. Just a small trace of egg yolk or fat in the egg white will interfere with the formation of meringue. And voila, finish. Let's set this aside for now, and we'll work on the meringue. In the meantime, our cashew nuts just got roasted. Add 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Start whisking at medium speed and gradually add sugar. Then increase to high speed and stop when soft peak is reached like this. And for the meantime, I'm going to grind, that's pulverize, around 2½ cups of the cashew nuts. I'll just be pulsing this because I want to grind this into just grits, not powder but grits. This should be good. When we bite into the cookies, we should still be able to taste the cashew flavor and not an incorporated flavor into the cookie or into the meringue. Let's combine, or let's fold in the cashew nuts into the meringue. I should have added powdered sugar to the cashew nuts before grinding, but it doesn't harm to add it now and just mix. Same effect, I would say. First, let's add approximately 1/3 of the nuts into the meringue and fold the second batch or the second third. And then gently fold. Gently fold. And finally, the last portion. And repeat the process. Gently fold. And voila, this should be ready. The next procedure will depend on the shape you want to make. If you want to make circles, some would draw circles here to mark the radius of the desired circle, and then use the other side. We're not doing that. I'll be making a square. I'll just be cutting the wafer or the cookie later to make 4 squares. Some meringue to fix the parchment paper to the dish. And after 50 minutes, it's good. Look at that. It's important to remove the parchment paper to allow steam to escape and help in the cooling of the meringue. While our cookie is cooling at the side, we can start working with our filling. Another glance of what we need. For ease of handling later, let's dice our butter and have it cooled up to room temperature. It's summertime now, so it's a bit too soft, too hot. Let's whisk the egg yolks until they turn lemon yellow like this. See? Now it's time to boil sugar. Important tip, when boiling sugar, use a casserole with a hard bottom, not this. This has extra cladding to prevent burning, but we need extremely high temperatures for this task, so use a hard bottom type, not this one. If you remember my pop rice video, that's where I used the right casserole, and it worked perfectly. With this one, it's difficult to reach 115. I've got here 1 cup of sugar. I just add 6 tablespoons of water. Sugar behaves differently at different temperatures. We need to reach what they call the bowl state or bowl phase. This is something new to me, that's why it's a new learning, and I'm sharing this in the description box below. Soft bowl, we will boil this until it's soft bowl state, and that is when it reaches 115 degrees Celsius. Or in Fahrenheit, I've indicated that also in the subtitle. To be precise, with that 115 to 120 temperature, I have here a thermometer. Yeah. Slowly drip the boiling candy or sugar. The high temperature of the sugar also cooks the egg yolks, making it safe to consume. Remember, it is raw egg. You might have to clean the sides of your mixing bowl. You really have to do this. And then continue mixing for 10 minutes. It has now come to room temperature, so I can add the butter now. Let's add the butter, 1 piece at a time, adding the next only when the earlier has been incorporated. Add vanilla and salt and rum if you have, and continue beating for 5 minutes until it becomes silky. Our cookie has cooled, that's why we can start applying the frosting. This is exciting now. First requirement, we have to grind this nuts. We need it for the layers and for toppings later. Around 3 to 4 pulses will result to grit-like bits like this. I'm going to use this dish square, so I'm going to cut 4 squares and layer them on this dish. I really needed this measuring tape to come out with equal parts. 14. This is very tempting. Fresh buttercream. Now I understand why this is called cereal. Let's get on with the task. Just to fix the lowest layer or the bottommost. Very fragile. And sprinkle with at least 2 tablespoons, or yeah, 2 tablespoons of cashew or ground cashew nuts. Let's lay the second layer of cookie and repeat the process. The frosting or filling and the nuts. It does not have to be perfectly flat. Just finish the surface and the finishing touches will conceal the imperfections. Believe me, it will look good eventually. Now let's apply the red ribbon finishing design. I want to call it the tile effect. Using just a fork. See, it begins to hide all the imperfections and it begins to look good. And finish it by dusting it with ground cashew nuts. Not bad for a first timer. Look at that. Yeah, into the freezer or into the fridge. Let's have it set overnight. And tomorrow I'll bring just a portion. I won't be bringing this all to the garden, perhaps half. Thank you for joining me here today. If you plan to make this as well, let me know in the comment box. See you on the next video. Your Korean uncle here, Ramila.